And today we're going to be checking out this ANCEL diagnostic tool. That's right, this is a diagnostic tool for pickup trucks, but it's also for diesel trucks. And it's going to come with this nice little adapter here so you can troubleshoot different diesel vehicles that will connect directly to the provided wire of the diagnostics tool. It is touchscreen. It is made for trucks and SUVs. It's not for cars. So make sure that your model is on the list that this works with, because I don't want you to have to return it and get the right one. They do make different ones for different vehicles. This one's for pickup trucks and SUVs. So just make sure that whatever diagnostic tool you choose is right for your vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and take the cord off for you. Now this is good for professional work too, I also believe, and we are going to demonstrate it and use it here shortly. But you have your normal hookup, and then this goes to your OBD port. But if you look on this, you can see it's got a nice little Velcro hand grip. So while you're working, you can actually slide your hand in to help you hold it while you're working. It is a touch screen, but if you notice, it's got these little contacts right here. And what this is for is you can actually buy the optional printer and slide a printer on. So when you do a diagnostic, you can actually print it out and give it to your customer or bring it to the parts store with you if you're doing your own work. So that's a very cool feature. So what I think we need to do now is we're going to go ahead, we're going to hook it up to my car. I do have some codes up, and we're going to run a diagnostic on those codes, and we're going to talk more about this and some of the extra things and tools that it has. So let's do it. Okay, so to hook up the diagnostic tool, you can see you have your OB port down here, and you're just going to simply slide this onto your port, your OBD port, and then we're just going to connect it up to the diagnostic tool. We'll screw these in just to make sure it stays in. You can see it's already powering up. It is a color screen. It is a touch screen. All right, so you can see the display has come up, and you can see where you have Dodge, Chevy, GMC, Toyota, Ford. You can scroll over, you have Nissan, Honda, Isuzu. We're on a Chevy. It's a pickup. A lot of your SUVs are on truck chassis, so this does work with SUVs. So we're just going to hit Chevy pickup. We'll hit automatic selection. And you can see it's pulled up all my information. I'm going to hit OK. Now the car is running, so please ignore all the sounds. Now this is a 5.3 liter. You just basically go through, make all your selections. And if you have any questions about these, make sure you refer to your owner's manual. All right, so we got through that little setup phase. So now we're going to hit vehicle information. It's going to tell you everything about your vehicle. And then you can go to diagnosis. We're going to hit auto scan. And it is now scanning the vehicle, and you can see that it's telling me the system it's scanning and whether it has passed or failed. And we already have one failed here. That is the electronic brake control module. We also have the body control module that has failed, and we have the suspension control module which has failed. Now that's probably due to the fact that this car used to have the magnetic shocks, and we replaced them with a standard shock, and the computer is still looking for those magnetic shocks. But you can see that it works quite well. But another cool tool that this has is you can also test certain components of your car. Like you can test your AC clutch, and it will actually fire the clutch and make sure it works. You can test the actuator doors on your air conditioning unit, and it will actually make them move and diagnose them, and it does the same thing with windows and such. So it does a real-time test from this unit to fire those motors and actuators to make sure they work, which is very, very cool. It also has real-time monitoring as well, so you can actually see what different components are doing as the vehicle's running. All right, so it's done. We're gonna check this. We're gonna read the fault code. And you can see that we're having these codes, and these are what the codes are. Like the C0575 is a left front shock absorber actuator circuit. Like I said, we took the magnetic shocks out and put standard shocks in, and that's why we have that code. Now you can also erase fault codes as well. It says ignition on and engine stopped. So we're going to go ahead and shut the car off. We're going to hit continue, and just like that we have cleared that code. Now you have the actuation test. You can test your shock absorber actuators, the right front shock absorber actuator, the right rear, left front. And this is all related to that one code that we picked on. And you can even hit live data. There you go. And you can see that it's giving you all the live information. So a very, very useful tool for sure. You can even switch to a graphic mode and it's going to give you the graphs of all the different components that are categorized underneath this fault code. Very, very cool indeed. Now, if you do have the optional printer, I could print all those fault codes so I could take them to my mechanic. I could take them to the parts store to find out what parts I need. Just a very useful tool for the DIYer and also for the professional alike. So if you're into doing your own auto repair, or if you don't want to have to pay costly diagnosis before you take your vehicle to a shop, you can use a tool like this to do it yourself, make your own repairs, and save yourself a lot of money. And you could even probably scan your friends' vehicles as well and earn a little money that way on this side if you needed to. I hope this video helps, and thanks for watching.